None of girls, let me see your hands. Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their friends. Girl, you got it. Let them know that everything big. Nail done, hair done, everything big. Am I in?
Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. My first guest on my platform. Let me do a proper introduction. This is Miss Toriana. Some call her Kim, okay? Toriana Holiday Bowman. She is an author, okay, of this book right here, The Secret Affairs of a Cheating Woman. Now, she's an author. She's also a producer. I've been knowing this lady for a long time. She's my best friend, but I also know her as a producer, a host, when you had the show Tough Love. And we had the tough conversations,
yes,
right?
Yes.
So a lot of you all may not know her name, but after this interview and going over to her platform and checking out her new show that she's coming out with, I hope more of you all know her name and are able to benefit from her wisdom, her honesty, her transparency. And now what she is doing is created a safe space where men can come together and talk about the things that they have experienced, they have gone through, they're healing from, that they need, that they want,
that they don't get.
I just want to give it up. I want to give it up to you. I want to give it up. I want to clap. Again, Toree Holiday. Can you do this for me first? Okay, so tell me a little bit about your show, His Story. The name of the show is His Story. And I want to say this before you speak about the show. So Toree is married, and one of the things that your husband said that I found interesting, and that's why I really wanted to talk to you. He said, my wife wrote a whole book about cheating.
Yeah.
And so,
yeah.
And now to have this space where the men come together, your husband being one of your first guests, to have a candid conversation.
Right, on the show. So, as Chris said, the show is called His Story. And I came up with the name because his, meaning men, story, men having a space to tell their story, and then kind of playing off of my name, Toree. As people call me Toree. So his Toree, because I'm his Toree, I'm his safe space. But his story is a safe space where men can come together and talk about those vulnerable things that they can't talk about with their significant others, wives, girlfriends, or, sometimes their homeboys. And I came up with the idea because my husband, one day we was talking and he was saying, thank you for listening. So I'm thinking, like, what does that mean? I don't listen? And then, I have sons, I have 6 brothers, and even, with my brothers, they're like, sometimes I can't talk to my wife because either, I have to be sensitive about their feelings, or I have to be censored, again, sensitive about the feelings, or they're jumping in asking a billion questions and I can't get my thought out. So I was like, you know what? I'm retired now. Let me just come up with something and give these men a safe space.
Now let me jump in. I'm going to jump in because what I want to know is, you being a woman, you being a strong woman, you having a book about being a cheating woman, what makes you a safe space? Okay. What do you feel makes you a safe space?
I'm glad you asked that question because this is what I was going to say. I'm still learning how to be that safe space as well. So this show is helping me. So being a woman who has been, if you have the book, involved with married men or involved with extramarital activities. Mind you,
you've been with married men. some housewives type
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I told you was Portia from the housewives. You trying to say no? You trying to say that you was Cynthia? I said I was Candy, but no, I understand. I'm following. I get it.
And my husband knows. Well, let me say this. This was over 20-some odd years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So the book is really my testimony. And my husband, it took him really about 3 times to even just get through the book, right? Because he's like, who is this person? Because you're not that person today. And I have to explain to him, no, that's my testimony.
Well, he didn't have to go through the book.
He
It wasn't. He could have stayed out. Kept his face out the book. You know what I'm saying? He had to know your history.
Right. He was trying to get to know me.
Yes.
And wanted to know, what do you mean? Like,
yeah.
Because my natural state is I'm very loyal. Mm-hmm. And so for him to say, wait a minute, you wrote a whole book about cheating. Actually, the book is not about cheating. It's really about me or women looking for validation.
Yeah.
And sometimes we look for validation outside of ourselves or outside of our marriage or outside of our home, when really all we need is internal, and we have to tap into that. So because I've learned so much about myself, and I've learned so much just about the sensitivity of men as well, and then being involved with these married men, they tell you so much.
Right. And so what I'm gathering from that is that is why you are the perfect host for this type of show, because you do have sons, because you do have brothers, 6 brothers.
6 brothers.
Yeah. You've been married.
Yes.
You've been in you've had affairs. So you've run the gamut and the spectrum to get this emotional compass as to which you can kind of maneuver and be in this space and offer a safe space for men.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I noticed that you sit back when you all, I've been fortunate enough to see some snippets and clips of the show, and she doesn't overtalk them. She sits back and she allows them to speak. I want us to get through so many things here, so I'm gonna ask you this: how would you describe yourself?
Loyal. I'm gonna say that first. Loyal. Sometimes I want to say, and I can say this to you. Yeah. I'm telling them. Sometimes I want to say naive. Especially now that I don't indulge in the extracurricular activities.
That's a big moment. That's a Marlo moment, friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is because yeah. We both need a step.
Yeah, I think that's the first time I've admitted that.
I love it.
But I know that about me, because usually it would be to protect my heart. You know what? I'm just gonna go out and do this. Now that I know that is out of my system, and when I say that, the cheating is out of my system, I had to learn how to sit in it. And with me sitting in it, sometimes it appears to me that I can be a little naive when it comes to men, because now I tolerate shit that I knew that I wouldn't tolerate. I stay longer than I probably ever have. And it's okay, because I also have to understand too, it's not me. And when I say that, because before, I've only been married now for 2.5 years, no, almost 3 years. We have an anniversary coming up. So prior to him, right, prior to him, I did a 13-year relationship. You know, we weren't married, but it was, I think I tolerated more, just trying to prove, okay, I'm not that same person that I was 20 years ago, so I'm going to sit in it and I'm going to stay in. And sometimes I think because I was so naive, I got taken advantage of emotionally and mentally. Yeah.
Wow. We're gonna talk after this because I had some revelations about myself, and I don't want this to go into that because we'll be here all day. But but one of the things that I said to myself just recently when we were coming up on this interview, I was like, what are some of the questions that I want to ask? And when it's later on, and I said, because I answered them myself, right, in my head. And one of the things is I said, I feel taken advantage of.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the questions was going to be like, how have you felt when relationships have ended? And the softer me and the more honest, to being honest with myself instead of being like, oh, I felt like this ain't shit. Blah, blah.
Yeah.
You know, the answer, the soft reality, heartfelt answer is, I have felt taken advantage of. So,
Yeah.
okay, interesting. Now, how do you think that people would describe you?
Oh, she's fun, funny, loyal. Again, she's very caring. So much so that I usually put people before me. Humble. Now let's go to the other side. I'm gonna tell it how it is, but I'm kind. I'm not always nice, but I'm always kind. Mm-hmm. And those of you that knows the difference. I'm loving. I'm nurturing. That, you know what? Nurturing would probably be the first thing that somebody would say about me to describe me. Okay. I'm very nurturing to men, especially. Like I love to spoil men, right? Again, which, like I said, 13-year relationship, and I think with that's what made me so naive and taken advantage of, like you said. But kind, nurturing, loving, funny, the life of the party.
The life of the party, because I was gonna say you describing yourself, but I feel like how people would describe you, because in my experience, when you ask people to describe people, they typically be like, oh, she's fun, she's funny, she's pretty, she's this. So the things that you were listing, that's admirable if people would come in with like, oh, she's loyal, she's nurturing, because it's usually, in my experience, it's like that'd be the last thing people want to say, and I'm like, yo, I'm a good.
Well, damn it, I'm sexy.
Yeah.
Things all right.
Well, we already know that. We know that. Okay. So something that I was surprised to learn about you being my friend, because my description of you would be absolutely nurturing, absolutely loyal. Oh my God, I can't even say enough about that. But I would say she's oh my gosh, she's so smart, so creative, so supportive, but beautiful, cutting edge. You're cutting edge, like for real, like the things that you've come up with years ago that people are just now catching up to. I'm like, girl, like if you wasn't working for the government,
right? I'm recently retired.
From
the federal government, so now
yes.
I can live my life.
She would have been the top podcaster, the top talk show host, because that's just who you are. You're always ahead of and on your finger on the pulse of what's happening, what needs to be talked about, what needs to be, what people are feeling. I just admire that about you. But I will also just say, like, you're always surprising me. And I was surprised to learn, I was going to ask you what your favorite color is, right? But I know, and I was surprised to learn that your favorite color is pink. Pink and white.
Pink and white.
Y'all know, I can't stand pink. I cannot know you're girly, but I don't. Let me say this: I wouldn't even ever describe you as girly. I would
always turn the club up.
So I'm like, my friend's favorite color is gonna be like crimson, not even red. We going to crimson.
That's why, cause you see the gangster side, and it's like
It's not even the gangster side. Not the gangster side, but just that strong power player.
Right,
you know,
right.
You know that. So I love that I always learn new things about you, even now, even after 30 some odd years, and to learn, like, because I do know that you are soft. I do know that you have vulnerable areas and spots. I do know that. However, I just was not expecting pink.
Yeah.
So pink is her favorite color, y'all. I'm wearing this pink and white in honor of her because, yeah, I will tell you what I feel like in pink now.
Yeah.
Do it for those I love.
It
Yes.
makes me soft. Believe it or not, colors are energies. Yeah. So pink and white, because you know my house is white.
Yes.
And it gives like a angelic
Peace.
feeling. Yeah. And so I love going home. If I've had a challenging day, I love going home and just seeing the white and then putting on something pink to make me feel soft.
That's so nice. That's, oh my God, that's a whole nother way to look at it, because you know my ass, like, I feel like I'm soft. I feel like I'm a soft person, a nurturing person, but my favorite color is red.
Bold.
Red. Not just
Hot.
red. Blood red. Nah, but and blue, a strong blue. So maybe I need to calm down and wear some softer side of me, okay?
Or
But
maybe I need to stop being naive and put on some red.
You're not naive. You're not naive. So okay, so now we're talking about peace and we're talking about colors and things like that. So I want to talk about something a little spicy.
Okay, let me put some of this nut in my mouth.
So these drinks are called Nut in Your Mouth. Okay. So, what is your favorite position to be put in?
Baby, doggy style.
Really?
Did I answer that too quick?
No. What's your
From the
favorite?
back.
Your favorite?
From the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Girl, it's just something about him having that control over me and
Okay.
saying, no.
That's
keep
the
going,
pink in
keep
you.
going. That's
Pink.
Yes.
That's the pink.
Yes, baby. From the back.
Okay.
Yes.
Then we
yes.
have it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is your favorite position to put someone in?
I'm on top. Yeah. Me ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm dominating.
Surfboard.
Yeah.
Surfboard.
Right. Turn it all the way around without.
Oh
you know.
yeah. I know that move. I've seen that move. I've seen that
Yes.
move. Now, wait, let me rephrase
I
that.
think you've seen it from me.
I haven't. No, I've seen it from you, but
Oh,
not
that
in
whole
capacity.
dance.
Clean this up. Okay, clean this up. I've seen the move,
Oh.
but not up close and personal, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay? Get your mind out the gutter now. This is
Absolutely.
my best friend. I have not done no Lady Condon, okay? No, we're safe here. So say so. Okay, I love that. All right, so you like it from the back, and your favorite position to put someone in is you on top. Now, we had a funny conversation before about someone, like licking the rim. And what?
I'm trying to think what conversation we have. So many. Go ahead.
You know what licking the rim is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you lick the rim?
Not with it. No.
Okay.
Not.
No, it's not a thing.
No. Absolutely not. He's like, hey. What are you trying to do?
I have licked the rim. It's been a rare occasion.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
It had. I probably was really under the influence.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And no, let me say this. I won't say that. I won't downplay it like that.
Let me lick this real.
Even though it's been over, being over 20, maybe 25 years. It was good. The chemistry.
Okay, it was good.
It was the chemistry.
And that's the same thing with me. It was a chemistry. It was a while ago. It was in my kind of wilder days, experimental. Just kind of figure out what I like. Because you don't know if you don't like something if you haven't tried it.
Right.
You can't be quick to be like, I don't like that. How do you know? You haven't tried it. Now, but I think the funny thing to me, what made me bring that up is because what you said about the position. And I was like, wait, friend, I can never see it the same again.
Why did I think about that, right? I know. Okay. Can I tell them what the position is?
Please. I'm about to cry tears.
Yeah. You ain't gonna say the cockroach position. For those. See, this is why we can't get together. But always get together because this is why we need these moments. Okay, so the cockroach position.
Friend, I'm not.
Yes. However, it's not the feminine that's in that position. It's the masculine. Right? So, yeah. Those that know.
Oh, God. Okay.
A lot of y'all know.
Enough of this. I can't because I'm gonna be crying. So out of the three, would you say you're sexual, sexy, okay, sensual, or seductive?
Ooh.
Sexy, sensual, or seductive?
Okay. So I'm on 3. So let me go. Now I'm sensual. And I say that because, and then I don't know what my husband would say. He may say sexual. I don't know. But I'm going to say, if I'm true to myself, sensual. Because I'm so busy now so I have all 3 of my grandchildren that I'm guardianship over, and the youngest being 3.
Yeah, you have all of the ages. Like
3,
she has a
14,
young adult,
and 18.
Yeah, young adult, teenager, and toddler.
Right.
Like,
so now
and newlywed. Like
and
this
I'm a newlywed.
woman is.
Yeah. And newly retired, all the things.
Yeah, it was everything.
And still trying to stay relevant. Well, not necessarily relevant.
I don't even think that. I think
But
it's about what I think about is recreation. It's a recreation. Like we're always
and not losing myself because I lost myself because I became
everything
the
to
wife,
everybody,
the mother, the grandmother, everything to everybody.
Yeah,
you know, even at work, you know, just having to speak with employees. But so I would say sensual, number 1. Sexual, number 2. Sexy, number 3. So let me explain sexy.
Yeah.
So those of us that's over the age of 50, you know, our bodies for women, they go through so much.
You see what I'm reaching for the nut in your
mouth. The big M.
I was wondering if we were gonna talk about that on here. I'm gonna have to have you. I'm gonna have you come back because that is a real conversation.
Really, and let's talk about
that's gonna be a whole nother.
Because I have put on 15 pounds, and I know it's like, oh, that looks good on you, and I get it, and I don't hate it.
I'm
but
just looking at the camera. Don't look at the camera.
However,
Y'all
different.
see this 15 pounds. And this 50.
It's different for me, friend. It's
I understand,
different.
though. I get
you
it.
know, coming from like 115.
Yeah.
It's 110,
Yeah.
115 to it's
It's
like,
because of what you're accustomed to
yeah,
looking
and
like.
so I'm looking at myself
But
in the
friend,
mirror
I'm
now,
not gonna
and
let
it's
you
like,
do the Sharon and Kelly Osbourne.
you better watch me, please.
I got to watch you, and I
Watch
know
me.
that's why
Watch
I'm
me.
saying, quit playing with us.
Watch me.
We love it.
So my husband loves it. You know, he does the taps on the ass and I'm like, don't do that. You're calling me fat. Like,
This
I
is
know.
this is
This is a whole nother show. Whole nother episode topic. Yes. But so sexy, I'm still trying to tap into this new 50 plus sexy.
Yeah.
Just turning 57, and it's like, it's this look that I still want to have when I was 25, and it's like, what is wrong with you?
But
You're still out doing some of these 30-year-old. That's what I want to say, but my ego is like, but no, we need to get you back down to at least 115, and now I'm feeling
so
sexy.
you could be looking like Southside Shawty. No, we're not. No hate to Southside Shawty, but damn it, no ma'am. Anyway, moving right along. Okay.
Oh, Lord. Oh.
What is a turn on for you? Now, first we're gonna talk about the physical turn on.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do a characteristic that's a turn on. What's your physical turn on?
A man's back. Girl, I love a man with a strong back. And again, maybe that's the symbolism of him having a strong back means that I can
carry your
he
weight.
can carry, right. Huh?
Yeah.
I just had an aha moment. But yeah, so I love like when a man, when it's chiseled and he walks away and it's like, ooh, come here.
Yeah.
Now walk away. Like, come here. Turn around. I remember when me and my husband first started dating and married. Whenever I wanted to avoid like an argument, and he doesn't argue, so it would be me.
Yeah.
I would be like, turn around. Turn your ass around. He's like, what are you doing? Turn your ass around. Take your shirt off. And it just makes me
Help me
better.
get over this.
Yeah. Help me get over this. Turn around, take your shirt off, and just stand there. And he would be like, he would do it.
And see,
And he
that's
would
the
just be
red
like,
in you, not
yeah.
the pink. That's the red, not the pink.
Right.
So okay, so
Yeah.
what characteristic is a turn on?
Consistency.
Careful, friend. Consistency of what? Because people can be consistent at being inconsistent. So you got to
Right.
put it out in the words, honey.
Consistency
The words.
of being honest. Almost the same characteristics that I can appreciate about myself, but still feels like people take advantage of. So consistency of loyalty, honesty, nurturing, respect.
Like those be small say, Jesus.
Jesus! Like,
Yeah.
can you respect me? And if we start there, then you get all of
The everything.
the everything, and you won't take it for granted, and you won't misuse it or abuse it. Yeah, and it's like, yeah.
See, yeah, I'm a big loyalty person. Friend. Like, I feel like in several of the environments, I just like, yo, how you betray me? Why me? Jill Scott had a thing out there post, but she was like, me?
Right.
Why you want to do that to me?
None of girls, let me see your hands.